Okay, on this video what we're going to do is set up what's called anticipation, where we are going to begin to make the box look as though it is kind of going down a little bit, and set up a little bit more active motions for the box and for the jack coming out of the box. So I'm going to open the outliner and I'll pull that down so I can see all the items. What I'm trying to do is select all of the parts that are going to be affected by what I'm going to put on here. I'm going to put a deformer on here, which is called a lattice, and that lattice will allow me to control the motion or the undulation, let's say, of the way the box and the other parts move. So I'm going to pull this down to maybe about frame 50, 65 or so, where the all of the elements are showing. I'm going to select the box and the top and all the parts that make up the top part of the box, and I will select the hinge. Now when I select this hinge, I do not want to select that little center piece that's between the two parts of the hinge top. I want to specifically not select this part here. Right. And so that's loft surface 5. So I'm going to hold my control key down and deselect that. Make sure that's not selected. That causes a problem if you select it. Okay, so what I'll do now is I'm going to go, since I have all of these surfaces selected that I want to have selected, make sure I get all of those others here, except the loft 5 surface in this case. And I'll look around and make sure all of those are done, and yeah, that's good. Yeah. Now I'm going to go, I'm in animation mode, and I will go to deformers or create deformers and go to lattice, and I will click there, and I'll make a lattice that will go over all of the area that is exposed. Now that's why I extended the top up some. So I'm going to put this in component mode now, so that I can, let me see, move this to the side a little bit. That's good, and I'll make it a little smaller so it can be there. But now what I can do with the lattice is I select all of these points, control points, and I'm going to move this back to frame 1 because I want to set my first keyframe here, and that's in the normal position. So I'll select all the points and I'll go to set key. So I set a key there, and I'm going to move to about frame 50, and what I'm going to do here is to go in and select specific control points, and I'm going to select them along this perimeter here that goes right around the middle of the box, and then I'll get my scale tool, and I'm going to use the middle scale, and I'm going to scale that box out like that. So that just makes it look like the box is kind of bulging out at that point, right? So at frame 50 the box will begin to bulge, and I'm going to select 2 more points in the front and push it down, so that would, you know, make the top look like it goes down with the, and now I have to select all of the lattice to make sure that everything is keyframed, and then I go to animate and set key. So you can see the process. What we're going to do is we'll move the points that we need to move, first we're going to move to the place on the timeline. So I'm going to now move my timeline marker over a little bit, and I'll move it to maybe about frame 72 or so, 71, 72. Okay, now the head is pretty much up, and so we want maybe this box to change from that motion, that position, to one that looks like it's more up. So I'm going to select those points that I had first selected, and I'm going to go back to my scale tool. Well, I'll pull, well, no, I start pulling up, but actually what I want to do is, let me undo this quickly, what I just did, and I think what I'll do first is pull the top ones up, and then I will bring it in. So you have to kind of determine how you're going to do this. So I'm going to pull this back up like that, and then I will select the ones on the centerpiece and move them up next.